our final question of the evening, and this is also a very good one, unfortunately, for Distressed in Detroit. So it is a good question, but it is an unfortunate situation. And Distressed says, I just found out that my contractor is not a licensed contractor. He did a terrible job, and the city will not pass the repairs needed for me to get a certificate of occupancy. The contractor won't do any more repairs and now wants to sue me for the money he says that I owe. Right now, I don't have a place to stay, and the city says I can't move in. The contractor has already taken over $18,000 from me. Please help. From Distressed in Detroit.
Yeah, that's unfortunately a little bit more frequent than I like. You know, those type of questions are more frequent. There's two issues going on right in that question. The first is, for those people who are watching, you do need to know that when you buy a piece of property, that you're going to, in most cities, have to have a certificate of occupancy. Detroit is one of those cities. So before you can move into a property, the building department has to come out, or the building department comes out, and they inspect the property, and they make sure that it's in livable condition, and they go through the property and inspect for any health hazards or any type of property issues that would affect, not the value of your property, but really just affect the safety and quality of the property and maybe the neighborhood. So here's the thing. The first thing is, so you can't move in a property without a certificate of occupancy, okay? And before you close on your transaction, or before you even buy a home, always contact the city in which you live to find out what's necessary to move into a home. Don't listen to your seller, especially, don't take this the wrong way, if they're a real estate investor trying to sell a home, they don't care. And I've seen it many times where they sell the home to people on land contract. People move in, they find out that they have to have their certificate of occupancy. The city comes out, tags the property. So here's the first issue. If you're one of these home buyers, sometimes more often than not, if you take responsibility and tell the city that you will do the repairs, the city may give you an extension of time, you can move in and give you time to do the repairs, okay? So this individual, you don't think you can move in, I would go in to the city and see if you can negotiate that. If your seller's not going to take care of it, if you do it, can you move in with the list and have an agreement that you're going to do certain things? Some cities will let you do it, other cities won't. Okay, that's number one. Number two, getting to this contractor, I heard a magic word, or actually two words. No, one word. Sorry, it's late. Unlicensed.
Unlicensed.
Not licensed. We've had this issue come up on several occasions. An unlicensed contractor in the state of Michigan cannot sue a homeowner or a building owner, commercial real estate owner, for any money under a construction contract or remodeling contract if the if the contractor is unlicensed. They have no standing in the state of Michigan to bring an action. They can't do anything. That's the penalty to a builder who is walking around holding themselves out to the public, making money, and not properly licensed. The builder can defend themselves in an action. So this person, if the builder didn't pay, if the builder didn't do the work as required and they took money, you may have to file a lawsuit. Now, the builder, even if they're unlicensed, can defend against it but cannot do a counterclaim, has no standing. And if somebody's done that, if I were in that person's shoes, $18,000 is a lot of money. And if the builder did not do the work, I hate to say it, sue them. If the contractor didn't do the work, sue them. Because you're probably not going to get the money on any other way. By the way, just because we say sue them, and I'm an attorney, but I'm not that litigious. Isn't that funny? I'd rather send prepare the complaint with the demand letter and send it out and tell that builder or contractor, this is what I'm going to do to you if you don't pay. And a lot of times those people will, they don't want a lawsuit, so they'll work it out. I mean, I have no problem litigating. We'll file an action, but there's other ways. You start the action. You don't even have to be in court. You send out. You can't just send out a demand letter. Nobody cares. But you can fill out the complaint. And you can prepare the complaint and let that builder or contractor know that, guess what? If we don't have an answer in 10 days, if you're not going to negotiate, if you're not going to give us our money back, do certain things, we're going to sue you.
Mm-hmm.
It's not right. And there are people out there, if the contractor didn't do the job, they breached the contract. That's simple.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Absolutely. Yep. And so
So there were two answers to that question.
Yes. Yes. So I know that was good for distressed. So I haven't done any business in the city of Detroit. I am currently in Mount Clemens. So the house that I'm in right now, we were able to move in a week before we got the certificate of occupancy.
Okay.
And a lot of it just had to do with how long it was taking contractors to complete the work, just due to COVID, which is just the excuse everyone is using, whether it's valid or not. But it took 10 days longer for all of the work to be completed, but we had everything lined up to moving truck and a crew of friends and family. And so we called the city and they said, you can move in, you have deadlines, meet the deadline, and you'll be fine. And so that's what we did. But we're here in Macomb County in Mount Clemens. I don't know how Wayne or...
Well, right, you have to, right, exactly. I mean, that's the thing. You have to pick up the phone and call.
Right.
Pardon me, nobody wants to delay somebody, but the cities aren't working at full capacity. But I can tell you this, it's just, again, it's my MO. I'm about communication, responding, answering calls, making sure that you're transparent. Pick up the phone and call the city, okay? And tell them what's going on. You just, basically gave the example of everything that I was just saying.
Yes. Yep.
Right. I mean,
yep.
so
as you were saying that, I was thinking about that. Just
right.
It was stressful up until we made that phone call, because I just thought I was going to have to cancel and reschedule, and how was that going to happen? And then, my husband just picked up the phone and made the call, and the city was actually very lenient about it.
There, they would be, the opposite is true if you move. Here's the thing: if you didn't call and you moved in, it will piss them right off, and rightfully so. I mean, because you're making more work for them, and they're not going to take that lightly. So then you're going to get a citation, and it's adversarial. Why do you need that headache? You did it the right way, and that's what this person should do.
And there could be liabilities that you don't know about. So there could be a liability on the city. I'm not sure. There could have been, I guess what I'm saying is, there could have been things wrong with the property that you just didn't know about, and somebody gets hurt or
there's no liability there with the city.
No liability. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not, I think what it really is that, people should just follow the rules and the the code. And you're looking for the exception because these are exceptional times.
Right.
And
and really, certificate of occupancy is kind of bare minimum.
Right.
Just these are the bare minimum standards that your house needs to be brought up to.
Exactly.
So, just kind of bare minimum standards.
Right.
Well, that was it, Mr. Sobel. We did it in 59 minutes. 7 questions regarding
7 questions. That's pretty good.
Finance, contracts, estate planning.
Yeah.
We were all over the state of Michigan, all over the real estate law map.
You're going to be like Kim Kardashian. You're going to get your law degree just by doing stuff like this. Right. If you put enough hours in, you can write. I think they call that like writing for the bar or something. I don't remember. But
what do you call it? Like an honorary doctorate, or what is that when they give you the honorary doctorate, the honorary degree, or something like that? I don't know. Anyway.
Pardon me. I didn't mean to yawn. I know you're tired from your move and long day, and And I don't want to keep you, but yeah, these were great questions. And if anybody has, yeah, I just want to say something because I haven't said enough, Blair. But I just want to say two things. If you're looking for really good information about real estate and finance, or just real estate investing in itself, the way I met Blair was through a really great meetup in Macomb County. I live and work in Oakland County, but I always found this group extremely appealing. It's called the Michigan Real Estate Investors Network. And I would encourage anybody who's watching to go on Facebook or to reach out to Blair or some of the other more active members. I am a member of it myself, because the collaborative nature and the education, the way that people help each other and give guidance and feedback. I have never seen a group, and I own real estate and I invest in real estate, and I'm very comfortable in what I do, and I've learned that over 30 years. But I wish I had a group starting out the way, the way that that the people interact in the Michigan Real Estate Investors Network. And Blair is part of that and very active in it. I just want to give a shout out, if to you and for those people who are watching, to really investigate into it, because there are a lot of groups on Facebook. I deal with people all over the world who call in on real estate deals, and I always defer them to, when it comes to looking for property, looking for guidance in investing, to this group. And Blair, I just got to tell you, thank you for always being, you're always moderating these, and it's so helpful for the people in the program. It's not really a program, it's just a group. There's no, there's really no money exchange, nothing, which is purely educational, and it's so refreshing. You're not sold anything there. I have some very good friends in that group, and that's the appeal. Nobody is selling anything. But houses, but you do that, but the way you're learning, what you're doing is that's just networking. Nobody's selling a program. Nobody is selling.
No coaching or.
Right. No coaching or, you learn just by doing and talking and listening. And it's really, there's so many great people in it who are either active investors or they own their own businesses that cater to a real estate investor, such as like Erica Weichel and Michigan Investment Title, right?
And yes, lots of different vendors in there that cater to it. No, thank you for the mention.
Well, you usually do it, and I'm just telling you, you look like you had a hard week with you don't look it, but I know that you're tired from talking to you because of your move from one home to another one. That I guess I would take the lead a little bit on that. But in all sincerity, it's just a great program, and just a shout out and kudos to everybody in the group. There's some really good relationships that have been made. Great education is awaiting those people who are looking for more information on real estate investing.
Yeah, most definitely. So viewers, if you want to check out more, my full name is Blair Clark. You guys can find me on Facebook. So it's a free Facebook community that you can join, but there's also a website you can head to, Michigan REI, as in real estate investor, network.com. So Michigan REI network.com, or just look up Michigan Real Estate Investor Network on Facebook. The page will pop up, the group will pop up, and you can just go in there and join. And David's an active member, and so am I. So you can tag us in your posts and just go in there and start asking your questions. And there's be just a number of people who will jump all over your questions and comments in a very positive, educational, uplifting, encouraging way. So
definitely,
absolutely,
it had to be said, Blair.
Yeah.
Okay.
And one more time, how can the viewers at home reach out to you, David?
Just easy enough. 888-789-1715 or provenresource.com. Or David Sobel. Just put in the URL on Google or on YouTube, and I should pop up. And I have a great group of attorneys and staff that work with me, and we handle all of Michigan. That's why you get these cities that are
Yep.
called, that you're hearing about. We handle the whole state of Michigan. I have a case right now in northern Michigan on a survey issue. So we go all the way up to the tip, up to Holton, Michigan.
Houghton, all the way up to Lake Superior.
Yep, I have a file right now on it, and I won't drive there. We'll do a Zoom hearing,
Nice.
and then I go all the way down to Zanesville, Ohio. So we are in 2 states, and so anything in Ohio or Michigan we can handle in real estate, contract, business, just anything related to real estate. So that's it.
Fantastic.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you so much for
Thank
your
you.
time, David. And thank you to our viewers, listeners at home. We appreciate you guys. And please leave a comment like this, subscribe to the channel. And if you got any value out of this, definitely leave some sort of comment for David. And if you are a past or present client, and you've received value, like I know you have from David, go ahead and leave him a Google review. Those are very, very valuable to him. So just go
Thank
to
you.
Proven Resource or Civil Law on Google, leave him a positive Google review, give him some internet love. All right. So thank you,
All right.
David, and thank you to the
Okay.
viewers. Everybody have a great night, and we'll catch you on the next Q&A. Take care.
Okay. Bye-bye.
All right.
Are you still recording?
Oh no, let me hit stop.